Hey everyone, I'm in the Monrovia housing complex and I'll let Elizabeth introduce herself here.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Lewis, and we're in my backyard right now in Landsdale, the community of Landsdale. We built this house about 3 years ago, and as you can see, we put in a beautiful pool and patio work. This is our dream home. So we could look at this every day. When this project goes through, it'll be about 800 feet, and who knows how many of these beautiful trees will be cut down. Back there is Bush Creek, which is protected wetlands, agricultural lands, and it'll all be ruined.
Yeah. So as you see, beautiful housing complex, and I want to point out that this isn't just one home that's going to deal with this. There's a line of homes that way, a line of homes that way. Estimated at almost 100 homes are going to see this thing every single day, and it wraps around
It
your
wraps around.
complex.
Yeah.
So it's actually like an L shape around the complex. So here's the L shape that Elizabeth and I are referring to that wraps around the development. Another thing I wanted to note is Whiskey Creek, one of Maryland's premier public golf courses, will also get its view tarnished by the proposed lines if they go through. And I mean, we talk about property value loss. How do you think this is going to affect your property value?
This will probably affect my home 20% will lose, and then our neighbor down the street, where it'll be 300 feet from their house, they'll lose 40% of their home value, which means when people do comps, their house values are going to go down along with ours.
So it doesn't just affect the houses in this development that are right in line to see it. It's going to affect this whole housing development. It's going to affect housing developments in the area. Anything that's comparable, right, is going to go down. Another thing that we need to talk about too, it's an L shape around this complex. How many kids do you think live in this complex? Just a quick estimation off the top
Probably
of your head.
1,500.
So 1,500 kids are going to be close to, if not directly, in the EMFs of these lines. There hasn't been studies done on these EMFs. I mean, I know it scares me. I mean, does it scare
It
you?
definitely
Like,
scares me. I have issues with my thyroid, and I'm worried about living 800 feet from it and having nodules grow.
so right in a populous area, it's not just farms that are affected. This is going to affect everyone in Maryland, whether it's property values, rates. Our rates are going to go up. Electric rates are going to go up. Everybody in this housing complex, whether it's the people that have to see it every day, all of their electrical rates are going to go up because of this. So it's a multifaceted problem, and honestly, it's a shame to obviously you accomplished something that you want to do. You accomplished like a really great thing. It's a beautiful place, and I can't even imagine after accomplishing such something that you've been wanting to do to have something just come in and take everything away, take your view away, take your calm and peace of
Especially in
mind
the
away.
in the winter time, there's a huge hill over there, and we call it Lewis Hill because it's our hill, and it's just beautiful to watch in the wintertime, and it'll be ruined by towers, and it'll kill all the deer, the wildlife back here. It's horrible.
So we're gonna take you down now to Bush Creek, which runs through here, and we'll show you a little bit of Bush Creek that runs through. And then we'll also take you down to the other end of the complex just so you can see how close some of these power lines are gonna be to the houses in this complex. So we're here now behind Tim's house, and we're right in Bush Creek here. And this is a protected area. It's a wetlands area on that end. It's a floodplain. And as you can see, it's pristine. It's untouched. Nobody comes back here, even though if you look behind you, the housing development is right there. So this is part of the housing development view. And the power line's path is gonna be right on the other side of Bush Creek right here. So this pristine area, right, they're gonna come and they're gonna clear cut right on the other side of Bush Creek here, right by these homes, right in these people's backyards, in a place where they thought they had a beautiful retirement area, and instead they're going to get power lines that they look at every single day. In this clip, we're walking from Tim's house down to Bush Creek, and all the houses on the right here are going to get a direct view of the proposed power lines if they go through. Before, they had a view of untouched forest. You'll also notice a playground. This neighborhood had many kids in it from what I could tell and from what Elizabeth said. Another thing I want you to notice is how clean it is here. There wasn't even any trash down by Bush Creek. The people in this neighborhood actually really care. The houses in this clip are estimated to be 200 to 300 feet away from the proposed power lines if they go through. It's going to be extremely close. You'll also see there's some wildlife, and at the end of the clip, you'll see there's more children playing in the neighborhood. Through the time I was there, I saw many, many children playing in the neighborhood. In these next two clips, you'll see the site of a new school construction, and it's just a testament to how many kids are actually in this neighborhood. And I want to say that in my research, I haven't found any extensive studies done on these EMFs, and that's why I keep stating that. I know that there have been studies done, but they aren't extensive and they aren't on these 500 kilovolt transmission lines. Another thing I wanted to touch on is that Tim and Elizabeth have solar panels and definitely won't benefit from a grid upgrade at all. And why doesn't all new construction need to have solar panels integrated in the construction process from the beginning?